All right, I'm on hole number 4 of the Redwood Cup. These are the new Sequoia Creek holes. Let's go check out hole number 4, this par 3. All of these images are brought to us by GC Des. Thank you, Des. Okay, so I did get this hole. Of the par 3s, I got this hole the most. And just like general observations, I haven't done a lot of research in the community, or my teammate Johnny posted some stuff as far as elevations, but my observation on this hole was that if I came out here and I landed on this hole almost every time with a Titan. Let's get my pen working. So it's a sniper, and I landed on this hole almost every time with a Titan. And my max club was there, my min club was here, and so I was at mid club. And when I first came, I was doing a mid club, so I count mine mid at 1.2 with my sniper, and I was way the hell off. So and I did it like twice, and I was way off. So then I started using a max number at mid club. So that's a 20% wind adjustment because I count 1, 1.2, 1.5. So by using a max number at mid club, that was a built-in 20%. And then I was still just a little bit off. And then based off my teammates' numbers, it should be another plus 10% to the cup. But I've noticed that I'm still just a little off. So I'm going to try a plus 15. I'm going to do a max number at mid club with a plus 15. And the notes say plus 10, but I'm going to up that because I want to end up on the other side of the cup of where the wind is. So I want to get an overdraw here. Hey. All right. All right. Play that way. Play that way. Here, let me get back to that deal. The kings of golf. That's right. You heard me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a 3 power ball only because, and this may be one of those holes. There's another course that we just played here in like the last 6 months or so. We got some newer holes on it, and there was a couple of the holes in there that even though we were at, you could bring any ball, we were landing on it a lot during the practice round with power 3 balls, and a power 3 ball worked. I'm going to bring a sniper. I'm going to bring a kingmaker just because I want to cut the wind down. Should be sniper, kingmaker. I'm going to play max number at mid club and add on 15%. So let me get my trusty dusty calculator here. So it's 1.15 times whatever the wind is divided by 1. And the kingmaker is going to help me too because I'm trying to set up 2 rings off the sand. We'll see which way the wind's blowing. Of course the wind's blowing that way because they want you to have to draw over that sand. So I'm going to be 2 rings off the sand. I could potentially be 3 with the side spin that's in a kingmaker. I want to try and make it so that I don't have to draw over the sand. The lip on that sand's not too bad. It doesn't distort it too bad, but it does have a little bit of ring distortion. Nice distance. Very nice distance. That would have been on trajectory. That would have been in the hole. Very good speed. 2.3. It's 2.64 rings. So I'm going to try and be 3 rings off and see if I have enough side spin to bring it around. And I do. So it's 2.64 rings. Okay, there's 2.5. It's about 2.64. Oh, that freaking needle's joggy. Joggy. The good news there is that I hit it great to the left and I ended up great to the left. And my distance was spot on. That's about all I can take from that shot. If you don't hit it perfect, you can't try and dial in your adjustment as far as elevation, but you can still make sure that your distance is good. I think we got a pretty good shot on some of these par threes of getting some hole in ones, and this one right here, I definitely feel like this is the type of shot that we can dial in. It's just going to be a matter of catching some perfects. And this hole is hole number 8. Let's see what we got here. So I'm at max with a 3 power ball. I'm at max up here at the top. See how much that rolls out. So I should be doing 3.1, 1.25. I'm going to do a 3.9 ring pull. Almost a 4 ring pull. I was trying to anticipate the jog right there, and I hit the other one great to the left and hit that one great to the right. It definitely runs out more. I don't normally like to do par threes where you're coming into them and you're using topspin like that, because these greens can roll out how the rollout is. I usually like to get a little bit closer to them. I got this hole so rarely that I haven't decided whether I'm going to hit. Normally on these types of shots, I would try and hit more like where my opponent is, where I would be down in the trough. But the problem with being down in the trough is your first bounce is in the trough and your second bounce comes up. And if your second bounce catches it just right, it'll slide across the green. So I have no idea how I'm going to play that hole. I mean, there's really kind of 3 landing spots there. Good game. Good luck in the tournament. So there's, on that particular hole, there's 3. There's, it comes into the hole where you're back in this area and then it drops back in the dip and then it comes up to the green and your flagpole's over here. So you've got option number 1, option number 2, and option number 3. Sometimes when you hit into option number 2, your ball flight's coming in, and then when it bounces and it comes up, it catches this trajectory just right so that when it clips up here, it just flies across the green. And sometimes it can be hard to, depending on where you hit, you may catch it just wrong. Hitting from back in the back here where you're coming in and then you're engaging it here, you've got to put a little bit of topspin again on it. And normally I don't like to put on topspin like that when we're coming into those holes, because you have more control over your ball when you're using backspin than you do when you're using topspin, because it's sometimes hard to judge like how much it's gonna move along when you put topspin on it. So normally on those, I would go for this shot right here, shot number 3, where I would get closer to the hole where I could engage some, and I would hit off of this. So I'm unsure on which one of these spots that I want to hit on. And I'm going to have to just get that hole. Every time I get that hole in today's round, and when I'm in my auto practice account, I'm going to take that shot because I want to try it from different spots to see which one I like the best. All right, that was hole number 4 of the Redwood Cup and Monday's practice round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.